What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the YouTube for my second video ever. And I know a bunch of y'all have been wanting a flash reading order or just flash recommendations, but I thought, hey, why don't we do something else? So we have my recommendations for the books I think every comic reader should be pulling, no matter if you're new or old. I just think, these are the top books you should be pulling. So without further ado, I think we just get straight into it. I first up have no doubt in my mind you should be having these in your pull list. The Absolute Universe for DC. We have Absolute Superman, Absolute Batman, Absolute Green Lantern, Absolute Wonder Woman, Absolute Flash. And then I just picked this one up because this is the best issue, and I'll get this. But also, I think you can read these comic books as a new comic reader because, hey, who doesn't know the origin of Batman? You know he's rich. You know what happened to his mom and dad. You know his rogues gallery. I mean, just jump into it. And I think the Absolute Universe is the best place to start for new comic readers and old, because if you're old, you can kind of get into these books without having to know anything because they are different from the mainline universe. You have Batman that's not rich. He's just a working construction guy. You got Flash, who doesn't have a family, which that's a big part of, who he is, family. You got Green Lantern, no Green Lantern Corps. It's just kind of random, I would say. You have Superman, who was born on Krypton, of course, but he grew up on Krypton. So for these old comic readers, yes, it's the same books you've been reading, but a new twist. Everything's different. You've seen Joker. You've seen Reverse Flash that could be Reverse Flash. My next ones you should be pulling is kind of like the Absolute Universe, but it's Marvel's Ultimate Universe. For today, I have Spider-Man and Wolverine. Now, these are the only Ultimate books I have read, but I know every single one is phenomenal. I think Black Panther is okay. Ultimate X-Men, I've heard, is really, really good. We have the Ultimates that is really good. But like I said before, the Ultimate and Absolute Universe go hand in hand. Ultimate Universe for Marvel, Absolute for DC. With the Ultimate Universe, we have Peter Parker. He's actually mid-30s with children. We have Ultimate Wolverine. That's basically the Winter Soldier. The X-Men are basically in shambles. That's basically all you gotta know. And once again, these are great for new and old readers. You can get into Ultimate X-Men or Ultimate Wolverine, Ultimate Peter Parker, Spider-Man with knowing his backstory, so new readers can get into it, but old if you've been reading Spider-Man for a long time. I know Spider-Man comics have not been that good. So new and old readers definitely pick up Absolute Ultimate Universe. If you're not, which I know it's one of, if not the highest pulled comic books, but if you're not pulling it, what are you doing? And if you can't have a pull list, I think the Ultimate Universe has all the trade paperbacks out already, if not most, and the Absolute Universe has all of them. I think the newest one is either Absolute Flash or Martian Manhunter, so definitely pick those up. Another DC pull I think you should have is Matt Fraction's Batman. It's on issue 4, but I know Wednesday issue 5 comes out, and this has been phenomenal. I wasn't really on the train of the current Batman. I know Hush 2 is still going on right now, but everything, I think Chip Zdarsky was doing it before. But I really don't know. This just honestly feels so different, especially the first issue. I think it was Killer Croc that was on the first issue. That felt so different, just Batman setting with him because of what was happening with him. I don't know, it just feels so different from just the other Batmans I have read. I really can't explain it. And then you of course got Tim Drake as the main Robin. You got the second issue, mainly Robin. That was phenomenal. So once again, I really don't know how to describe the feeling of how different this Batman is. It's just, when you read it, you just know. Another mainline DC book I have is regular Superman. Superman, written by Joshua Williamson. This has been absolutely great. I got on this book after everything with Doomsday, so I think it was issue maybe 21, 22-ish. But I do love everything that's happening in this book. Even before DCKO. DCKO, I wouldn't recommend getting into it as a new reader because a lot of things are happening and a lot of tie-ins. It's just kind of crazy. But before, I loved the relationships they had with Lex and them not really going back. Well, Superman was kind of going back and forth with Lex, but Lex was really trying to change his life around. You had, I think it was called like Super Corp or something like that. And then you had the relationship with Lois and Superman, because spoiler alert, Lois had powers like Superman, and just her kind of being like, oh, I wish I had those powers, and just her kind of reliving those days when she did. So definitely, I do recommend Regular Superman by Joshua Williamson. And my last pull I think beginners should have is Transformers. This is by Robert Kirkman and Dan Mora right now. The A covers are by DNA, but before it was written by DWJ, Daniel Warren Johnson, one of my favorite writers and artists of all time. And if you love Transformers, I mean, just pick it up. I mean, I know usual Transformers are just the same kind of basic stuff, you know. Oh, there's a battle on Cybertron, and then, you know, it's usually different how they get off Cybertron and they come to Earth, you know, millions of years before, looking for energon sources and stuff. And then, you know, the arc, I really don't know. It's just a bunch of stuff like the IDW and the Marvel stuff is all the same. I just feel like with this Image story, it's just, yes, some key details are the same. It's just, it feels very different. The artwork, how it's actually storytelling, like it's on issue, I think 27. I don't know if this is the newest, but 27, 28. And I feel like there's really no filler. I feel like it's always action packed, and some of the characters are coming back. Like, once again, spoiler alert, Shockwave's coming back in the next issue because some characters are on Cybertron. I think Alita 1 is on Cybertron with Cliff Jumper. You know, we just got Megatron back, and just he's on Demon Time. I always say these with, you know, all these books, it just feels different. You have to read it to know how different it is, and just how different. And I know there's a bunch of more pulls that you should have for Image. Like, I know Geiger's good, some of the Ghost Machine stuff is good, I think Saga, people always say that, but this is definitely my number one pick if you want to get into Image. You also got like Radiant Black, you've got, you know, Battle Beast that's currently coming out with Robert Kirkman in it, but this is definitely my number one for Image. So that's all the pulls I think you should have in your pull list. I know it might be a little short video. I just wanted to get out and bring, hey, you know, I know some of y'all don't have shops or do, or, you know, are new or just getting back into it. So I think these are the top ones, because some of these are the top pulled ones, but I mean, they're top pulled for a reason. You should definitely grab them. But yeah, top pulled one, Image Transformers. You got Regular Superman, Joshua Williamson. You got Matt Fraction's Batman, the Ultimate Universe, and the Absolute Universe. But yeah, once again, those are the pulls I think everyone should be pulling, no matter if you're new, old, or just getting back into it. But without further ado, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.